Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at an attack by Loki, Town Hall 10 against their number 4, Town Hall 9. This particular attack seemed a little more complicated to me than others due to the placement of some of their defenses. Usually, if I'm going to be attacking a Town Hall 9, I can assuredly 3-star them using the GoLaLoon. This, however, due to the placement of their air defenses and the queen, made it a little bit more difficult, so I had to modify this attack. This attack was done in several different stages, and luckily it pulled off nicely. So let's get to it. 3 stages of this attack. We want to somehow push in and take out the archer queen. That's essential for pretty much any major attack, especially airborne attacks. Got to get the archer queen taken out. Also, for any airborne attacks, you usually want to try and take out one of the air defenses, at least one of the air defenses, if not two. Um, if you're lucky, you can even take out some of the air pushers, but in this case, they're both pointing away from the middle, which means you can attack from any side and get away with it and not have to really worry about those poorly placed air defenses. Excuse me. So for this particular attack, my goal was to take out this corner and then also push right up the middle through this rectangle here to take out some air defenses, take out the queen, and if lucky enough, push on through and take out this air defense and maybe even uh, an expo, and then proceed with the rest. I'm going to use 2 golems instead of 1. Usually I'll use 1, I would have gone right up the middle, but I didn't think that would have been effective enough for me to build a good funnel. And as we've discussed before, funneling is everything in most of these attacks. If I were to try to drive up the middle with a golem, I would not have been able to build my funnel out wide enough because my wizards would have been poached by these outward defenses. So I dropped 2 golems, and then my hopes was to get them both eventually to go up the middle. Um, One last note of interest, and now that we have, ever since the update, and now that we have the poison spell, most clans have caught on and are using high hit point troops. So we're kind of back to preemptively triggering the clan castle and dealing with those high hit point troops first, as you'll see in here. In this example, it took me a little longer than I anticipated to kill them, but it all worked out the same. So without further ado, here we go. We're going to start by dropping a giant over here just to trigger the clan castle, draw them down. Um, and once we get them down here, we're going to lure them away from the defense and kill them. I should speed up a little bit. Trying to get those balloons to fall within the poison spell to take off some of their energy. Alright, so now we're just mopping up the rest of those balloons, and then we're going to drop our golems to start tanking one there and one there. Now we can build a funnel. Going out wide over here. And these wizards, coincidentally, will be able to take out some of these outer defenses. As you can see, I've already blown a hole with some wall breakers right up the middle. And it looks like the Barbarian King has locked on, but she's still behind the wall. Fortunately, we have a rage, and the Queen joined the fray, took her out, and has taken out all the surrounding defenses. Barbarian King, as anticipated with this push, took out the air defense. Now we have the Queen, already took out the Town Hall, and we haven't even started the main part of the attack, or now we have. So we had 2 Lava Hounds, we dropped those already, and a whole bunch of balloons left over, and a bunch of rage. And from this point, there's tons of balloons left over, not enough defenses. The Queen still has plenty of energy left. She hasn't even used her special ability. Now, if you notice down here, I kept 3 loons on the back end. This was suggested per 1 hive. As you can see, all these balloons get bunched up. And then when you're racing the clock, this could be a killer and prevent you from a 3-star. One hive suggested keeping a couple balloons in the back end and then dropping them. And they can very quickly, with the amount of damage they do, take out buildings on the other end of the map. And as you see here, they quickly decimate big high hit point buildings such as storage units. And we'll just finish this up. And there we go, 3-star.